everybody. As you know, I am somewhat at the finish line on my road to motherhood, although I really think I'm just starting. But I want to be the best mom that I can be, obviously. And depending on where you look and try to get information on being a parent, I mean, you learn all the different things you should and shouldn't do. It's so overwhelming.
But you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And we are here for you. But today we are also here with Victoria LeBlanc. She is a parenting coach focusing on the special connection between parents and their children. Welcome
yes,
in.
Thank you. Couldn't be a better time to have you in.
Yeah.
First, tell us a little bit about your background and how you got into this.
Yeah, so I actually started attached parenting when I became a new mom myself. And so I had been living in Montana at the time, and I was the program director for 2 youth group homes. I was working with really hard cases where the children just were not able to stay in their homes, unfortunately, and they were having to live in residential facilities, and that was really hard work. And when my husband and I moved to Nashville, I just knew that I couldn't keep doing that work anymore. But what I did know is that everything that I had been doing there was focused on family work. So a lot of therapists had been at that time really focused on the problem behaviors that children were having, and I found more success working on the parenting relationship. And so, you know, I knew that this was going to be intense work, and so I really wanted to shift my focus to prevention and try and help families before they got to a point where their children needed to have such extreme interventions. So
It's so true, because when one person in the family does one thing, it affects the entire family unit, and every family is different. So explain what topics that you do cover.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, you know, there is a whole host of different things that will bring parents into a parent coaching relationship. And so I will work with anywhere from, you know, maybe new parents and expecting parents who are looking to be able to just get some tips and some ideas on their brand new parenting journey. Sometimes I will work with those parents who are seeing some specific behaviors in their children that they're struggling to cope with. I work with co-parents on that relationship, but I also work a lot with parents who really just want to be able to parent differently than maybe how they were raised themselves. And I see a lot of that.
That's huge, because, you know, you always say, oh, I'm never going to be like that. But then all of a sudden it starts to creep in when you're a parent. But you got to kind of work with someone to kind of rewire that, which I really like. Now, you say that there's something that you've noticed, kind of a common thread in all the families who hire you or come to you. What is that?
Yeah, I would say that really the common theme in all of the clients that I'm working with is that they all just really want to have the best parent-child relationship that they can. And they really have this desire to do better, and they just don't know how to get there. There's so much information out there, and it's hard to know, like you had mentioned, like, what do you do, what don't you do? And so parent coaching allows parents to have that one-on-one individualized guidance. So I'm not taking just general information and saying, hey, you need to do this. I'm actually taking the time to get to know each couple and each parent and really individualize what that family's unique needs are.
We have less than a minute left, but let's say there's a parent out there watching right now and they're having a hard day. What are some top tips that you have for them?
Yeah, so number one, I think that it's really important for us to remember that we as a parent cannot regulate a child if they are dysregulated, and we are also dysregulated. So number one thing to do is, if you're having a hard time, calm yourself first before you attend to your child. A dysregulated adult cannot regulate a dysregulated child. So that's number one. The other thing that I would say is really important is to focus on that connection with your child, because our children need to be in connection with us, and we want to make sure that we're not taking for granted that relationship that's already inherently there. We need to put the work in to make sure that we're attending to that relationship and focusing on building that healthy connection with them.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're
I got a lot out of that.
you.
I'm going to have to come see you, get involved, and check out some of the classes at Attached at the Heart. All the information you need to get started is online. Visit attachedparenting.com.